Alright, you're with Al, and this is Chronicles of a Not Yet Champion Golfer. Following on last week, obviously I said about Q School and kind of where my game's at, and the feeling basically about the game. Do you think they'll move the closing date again at Q School and open it up again? My entering now, I've just did a good one. I'm on my way out now to go and meet Jason MCATEER, and I did a video with him. It was a while ago actually, it's one of the very early ones. If you haven't watched the other video, Jason was, he reached top level in football, played for Liverpool in the Premier League, played for Blackburn, Sunderland, Bolton, later Tranmere, played for Ireland over 50 times, played in 2 World Cups. He knows what top level sport is like, he knows what it takes, but a bit of a different story with Jason is, he didn't get to where he wanted to be until late on, and that's a rarity, especially in football.
Got to like sort of 19 and the course finished, and it was like, well, what do you want to do now? And it was I kind of thought, I fancy being a teacher because of the excitement of everything and going for the trial and getting signed on. I kind of forgot that I'd applied for Chester, and I got a letter of rejection back from Chester saying, unfortunately, you've not got on the course to be a teacher. So thank God for football. So
I'm just going to talk to him about a few of the things that we discussed last week, get his take on it. Have a look where his golf game's at. We'll play a few holes if we can catch him up. He teed off because he's impatient. A good place to leave your bag at anyway.
Well, it's at
Target.
Target.
Getting it straight in the bush.
Well, I've hit the first one right down the middle. So hopefully I can do this for this one.
Oh he has, he's done it again as well, under pressure. Good work.
I used to be
at
parallel. Is that P2?
P2, yeah. So is that to give you more width? Do you not know, you're just doing what you've been told?
Just doing what I've been told.
Yeah, that's good.
So it would go there.
Yeah.
And then the feeling would be straight up.
Okay.
But obviously the club won't do that.
Yeah, because you got rotation with it, you're not just going to pick it straight up, yeah.
So I think doing it and not having a lesson for a while, coming to see you were saying basically I was going like that and up and not turning.
Yeah.
And then I was coming down and it was like that.
Yeah, you've got nowhere to, I did this in my swing speed one. If you don't turn back and give yourself something to return to, basically. So if everyone says turn through the ball, if you've not wound yourself up, there's nothing to unwind. So you're kind of just getting yourself all out of position. I knew my phone would go.
There.
Yeah.
And then up but rotate.
Yeah.
And then my feeling on the downswing now is to completely
the Matt Wolf position there, yeah.
So like completely open.
Yeah. Good position, yeah.
This is no warm up because I had to come out straight out to meet you here, by the way.
Well, this is when you're at your best. That's just gone about.
It is, isn't it?
320 down the middle with no warm up.
Cool, mate.
It's just
cool.
Makes me sick.
107. This is where he's strong. This. It's where your technique suits. Is you get your club face quite strong, and then you open the body a lot, which I like with pitching. You get that little, quite sort of flighted draw. Can you hit that flighted draw for me now so it looks all right on camera? Don't look like an idiot.
Just got to be careful to fly out, haven't I? That one.
Oh, there it is. Let's zoom in on that.
Bit long.
Oh, it's lovely. When the grass is wet like that as well, take a little bit off it. I think you get more of a sort of, well, it skids a bit when it lands. And you're more likely to get a bit of a flyer as well. So if you're going to err on any side, I'd err on just being a little bit softer with it. Nearly drove the green there, by the way.
Yeah, you did.
Wow. No warm up, that's the answer. Are we hitting this one, yeah?
Yeah. What shot would you play? Would you play 52, 50, 58?
I'd play 58, want to land it on the green. I think if you land 52, you got to land short of the green. More predictable, landing it on the front of the green, and you can spin it off this lie out the fairway. Oh, just strike it. You don't need to like purposely spin it. Just strike it properly. It'll stop. Land it halfway between the fringe and the pin. That's your landing spot. Look, it's lovely that.
I landed it where you wanted.
Yeah, it's a good shot. It's hard with that pin being right on the front, but it's a good shot.
Jason's then, I was saying land it on the green, it's more predictable. This is one of the few times that I won't. Not enough green between the fringe and the pin to actually control it with a 58. I can't spin it, it's just in the semi here. So I'm going to try and land it short of the green. It's quite flat. Always pick at the flattest spot you can and pick the club that matches in with that landing spot. So my flat spot is about 8 yards short of the green. I think if I land a wedge on that flat spot, it'll land, run up, and that'll give me, I think, more chance of getting it close than it would with a 58. Same as in the short game video. Practice exactly as you want to play it. Practice swing, step in, play it exactly the same. It's not my best, to be fair, but actually it's a chance of birdie. It's about 8 feet. I think I'd struggle to get it closer with a 58. I'm obviously not going to putt it. He's just hit it back to me. Didn't want to putt it anyway. You haven't played many comps this year, have you?
Played any?
None?
No, I never do.
Handicap inactive then, or what?
It's inactive at about 6, yeah. I just don't have the time, and to be honest, golf for me is not about, I know it sounds mad, it's not about winning golf tournaments, it's more about practicing and getting better at it. And I know the ultimate gain should be to get better to win things, but that's,
yeah, but it's personal goals, isn't it? You can't control if someone else goes out and has the round of their life.
Yeah,
especially handicap golf.
But yeah, and like I said, golf for me is not all about, well, it's not about playing in comps and getting my name on boards and winning stuff. It's about kind of a personal kind of journey for me, really, which is getting better.
So you're being aggressive here, just getting close to the green?
Yeah, there's no thought gone into this shot, and the reason being
is you want to hit driver and that's it?
Is because I'm working on driver and I'm working on this technique you've got me going on. I'm trying to groove it in. So whenever I get the opportunity to hit driver, I'll hit driver. But this isn't the play really.
It's a good time to test yourself though. If it's tight,
yeah.
Nothing wrong with that in a practice round.
I mean, I am thinking slight fade, which plays really to this hole.
Okay.
So it's in between the tree and the bunker.
Yeah.
Just trying to land it there.
Drawn the picture nicely. Let's do it. A little bit more fade.
But it's starting to come round.
It's pretty good. It's good. It is good.
I mean, it wasn't technically a very good shot, but it works.
It's in the fairway and you've hit the little fade. You've drawn the picture and
I've done it.
gone where I want it to go.
I think that's a big thing as well. I think this draw, like painting this picture that you've just said there, I think it's a really good tip. I think you can talk yourself out of a golf shot, really. I think you can stand over it, can't you? And think, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to put it, but actually executing it. I think once that negative mindset sets in, going, can I do this?
Yeah.
Or what happens if I go there? Or what happens if I think then you've gone. I think you've got to pick it, see it, or see it, pick it, play it. What's your shot now?
So pretty straight, to be honest. So see the big green tree and the little one to the right of it, right over the peak of that. So straight over this yellow marker in front of us, high and carrying those trees. Too much fade. Go, go, go! Right, so last week, obviously I was speaking about not going to Q school and why.
How many years have you tried to go now? Oh, how many years have you been going?
I think I've been maybe 5.
Last 5 years you've gone.
And you know what, it's funny, like I've always done best in every bit of golf, really. I've always done best early on. So I remember when I first turned pro, coming out of amateur stuff, and I won a professional event as an amateur, and then I didn't win any money, and it made me think, I want to win some money. So I turned pro, went straight to Euro Pro, and then I was like really confident. And I'm not saying I'm not confident now, but I've had to build it back up after taking a few self-inflicted hits really in confidence. But I went to Euro Pro, shot, I remember it's Wychwood Park, it was a really tough day. I shot 2 under first round, and to be honest with you, I thought I'll be miles away, nowhere near. End of the day I was 4th place, 1 behind the lead. From that point on I completely bricked it, because all of a sudden like I was like, wow, that actually is good enough
like
at that level
there, like you didn't know that, that.
And I remember that's like, you know, I shot 79 the next round and missed the cut by 1, and you're like, that's the level you want. Well, it's not, you want to play higher level than that, but you go and you prove to yourself that you can, and then it's like somehow get the fear factor.
Do you know what, you ask any ex-footballer or any footballer that plays golf.
I've got over the tree, by the way,
And
just.
they stand, well done.
Thanks.
And they stand on that first tee. No matter whether it's 10 people watching or 100 people watching, they have never been in that situation before, and they are scared stiff. I've done it myself, played in the British Masters a couple of times. Absolutely, the fear factor is ridiculous.
The Pro-Am, by the way.
And yet we go out.
Yeah,
not the. And we
Got an invite.
and we go out and play in front of 50,000 people every week. So the thing is, it's what you said before. It's like the practicing. It's like being in that environment and getting used to it, and then being comfortable in that position. Like, you obviously weren't comfortable. I think the thing with golf as well, the difference between you being a professional golfer and me being a professional footballer, the difference in the two sports is one's very reactive, which is football.
Yeah.
Golf is like you have a long time in between shots to think. That the mind's such a powerful thing.
And that's when it's so easy to think negative, isn't it?
I know, and that's why them negative thoughts come in. Football, sometimes you don't really have that chance to think negatively. I remember, not having a good game once, and when the ball goes out of play and you have that time to then think, it's like, then you, come on, like, let's go back to basics. Like, go back to basics.
Start again.
Yeah, it's like easy passes, little 5-yard passes, grow into the game, don't try anything elaborate, don't give the ball away, all them kind of things. So, but golf is so like, having played it now for 6 or 7 years constantly, I've realised that it is a completely different sport mentally, and that's what you've got to overcome.
It's awful routine, that, by the way. What was that?
Well,
that's not your pre-shot routine, is it?
No, I know, but what I was doing is I was thinking, right, obviously I'm looking for that over my hands.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I took it away there like that, and I felt it come inside.
Okay.
So I thought that doesn't feel right.
Right, well, it's not a bad thing to actually do. Feel the move, and then, but you just got to make sure you react to that and play it.
Yeah. So I thought, well, if that's
it's not preferred
like,
lies. It's middle of summer at the moment. But
I'm going to go back to like that little. I take it, and it does look really shut. But this is what I think a lot of coaches are doing now. And I'm seeing Damien, and he wants that shut. I think if he kept getting, he's shut, but obviously opens his hips up a lot.
It's strong more than shut, because yeah, I mean, it's easy to say shut, but as long as it stays sort of in line with where your body is, it's only shut if you drag it inside and your body's not opened up.
Okay.
I think if you it's just a strong club face basically, as long as you open the body. I like the flight it gets.
That's just horrific.
It's not horrific.
Well, it's not, but it's not shot at
Just a little bit clean, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
A bit better, still strong.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's very good. Golf is not a game of perfect, mate.
I mean, if it's not going well, you need to know what you need to do to get yourself back playing well. You've got to find the answers.
That reflects what you said there. If you're struggling in footy, play the easy ball, play it simple. Don't give it away. Little bits like that in golf. I think if you go out,
you do.
When you're not playing well, you go out and some days you're just not on it, you're just not swinging it well. Play the simple shot, play the shot that you can play. Don't try and take it on and say, right, I need to do more.
Like, don't take a flop.
You think, well, I'm really struggling here, but I'm just going to try and, I'm not hitting driver well, but I'm going to try and smash this one as far as I can to get back in the game.
Right.
It's more like, right, let's go back to the stock shot. I've done a video on that, but go back to my stock shot and hit a shot I know that can stand there and trust, even if it's a 2-iron, even if it's a 4-iron. If you're not getting in play with driver, there's no point standing there and going, right, I need to smash this. Or if you're struggling with your chipping or you're playing it high with chip shots, play a low runner, just go simple, go the stuff that you know you can do. Because some days when you're not swinging it good, the chances you find in the swing on the golf course is unlikely. And I've done it before where you try and search and search and search. You hit one good shot and you think, I've got it. Next one, it's not good, and you go to something else. I think you've just got to go back to
that's what I find
do.
interesting. When you said before, like you were fourth, and like all of a sudden, the whole scenario changed for you because there's the possibility of winning, and all of a sudden you thought about that. You have won since then. What is it that's made you be in that position again, where you're close to winning and thinking?
Because I've won in local events, comfort zone. I know who I'm playing against. I've done it before, not like national scale. The consequence basically you just win a bit of money, but nothing pushes on from that. As you go and win a Euro
so the
Pro.
prize was a lot bigger.
Go and win a Euro Pro. It's 10 grand the money to start with, but it pushes you into the order of merit, pushes you up. You got a chance to move on and do the things you want to do and progress.
But all them things going through your mind.
in a sense, not like so straightforward, not so black and white, but pretty much, yeah, pretty much. And then
So you have time to think about that.
and then you double it to chip shot, and it's all gone wrong, hasn't it? Yeah, you don't want to hang on to it. Let the hands just feel like they pass, but keep the body turning. It won't flip. Just hang on to that a little bit.
You say hang on.
So you don't release the club, so you want to feel like your hands are almost turning over through the ball. As long as the body keeps turning,
So it's
it
more
won't
like,
flip left.
like that.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But keep the body turning. It just stays square to your chest, really.
The club face.
Yeah. And it's more, if you don't turn your chest, you will flip it left because it comes close to your chest. You were very much like against the grain, weren't you, in terms of making it football, getting your break? Because
Oh, I am now, like in today's, the modern game.
was it more like that then? Because you were, how old, 21?
20.
20, okay.
I signed pro when I was 20, yeah. I mean,
Weren't at an academy or...
no. And it wasn't, yet it was really late and it was against the grain, really. But it was happening maybe 3 or 4 times. I mean, Ian Wright did it. I'm not sure Johnny Walters did it. I don't know. But there's a few lads who did it. When now, I used to turn unheard of now.
Yeah.
To go from non-league at 20 and sign for the club really isn't.
If you're not in the academy and getting taken on YTS at 16, so many of the kids, they're just done, aren't they? That's it. They just.
Well, I had this conversation last night. I mean, the scouts now are all around the world. Football clubs are all looking for that little dime. They're all looking for that Rooney, Owen, Wiltshire. They're looking for them. Messi, Ronaldo. They're looking for them players, aren't they? And
You just put Wiltshire in the same bracket there.
Oh, I would when he was a kid.
Okay.
Like, ridiculous. I done the Youth Cup final, FA Cup final, and it was him playing Arsenal, Liverpool, and he was head and shoulders above
Was he?
Everyone. That Arsenal team was fantastic, but he shone. He was ridiculous.
It's mad, isn't it? The difference, and some just go up the level and stay there, and
Yeah.
not that he's obviously he's done well, but he's not.
But he's the
of
only
that
one you would
level,
have
is he?
taken from that team. Arsenal were looking to only take him from that team, youth level, to sign pro. I mean, he was that good.
Do you think about that?
Alright, wasn't it?
I've just filmed that as well. Secretly filmed it.
The swing wasn't great.
Why are you hitting another one though, and you just nearly hold it?
I'm practicing. Gone long.
It's not bad though.
I never stopped thinking one day I might get spotted. That was always the dream. I might get spotted playing by a scout and asked to play, but you never.
You're never 100%
No,
this is
yeah,
going to
no.
happen. Yeah.
As I got older into the men's league, and then when I played, because I was getting kicked to pieces in the Birkenhead Sunday, I went and played in Wallasey and played for the Oak in Wallasey. Manager was Alan Molden. And
Pub teams, innit? It's
pub
mad
team, yeah.
talking pub
Done the double
teams
with
into
them, and
playing.
it was a better league for me. So yeah, I ended up getting lucky, and I went to Marine. I was playing in the reserves at Marine. I went to the manager, Rowley Howard, who was first team manager, and just said, I've been offered a contract by Bolton. I was on non-contract at Marine, so that worked out for me.
Uh-huh.
If I was on contract, they wouldn't have signed me because they would have had to pay a fee, and Bolton didn't have any money, so I walked away for nothing.
It's funny how things fall into place like that, innit? You know, it's kind of like that with Q School this year. Just didn't think it was meant to be. Do you think they'll move the closing date again at Q School and open it up again? I enter it now, just did a good one. Yeah, not going to let me back in, are they? I phoned him, I said, listen mate, I've just hit a really good tee shot on the 14th at Bromborough, and I think you should let me back in at Q School, and I don't have to pay for it. And yeah, they just ignored that and just hung up. So yeah, it didn't really go to plan. I didn't really film a proper ending to that video, hence why I'm back in my egg chair here. But playing with Jason, I play quite a lot with Jason, it's great to listen to him, it's good to be around people like that, and I think his story himself of where he got to in professional football is a really inspiring one. You know, he said he got lucky when he got spotted, but there's an element to that, but he worked so hard, you know, he grafted and persevered with it, and I don't think he ever really gave up, and that was throughout his career really.
And just to be around people like that, listen to them, listen to their advice and their evaluation of things, it's inspiring. There's definitely things that I can take out of it and apply to my own golf, especially mentally, really, which is probably where I need to do a bit of work, to be fair. On last week's video, to be honest, I wasn't really knowing what to expect. I just put myself out there, you know, and spoke as truthfully as I could. And the fact that people commented with such like encouraging, supportive messages was brilliant. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just someone trying to play golf, but the fact that people cared enough to watch and comment is it's amazing to me. And yeah, I genuinely just wanted to say thanks so much for that on every, you know, right the way across, on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. It was all really encouraging. So yeah, thanks a lot for that, and not telling me that I'm rubbish, and encouraging me to carry on playing. Yeah, it means a lot. Other than that, I think we're pretty much done in my egg chair. I'm roasting because I'm sat in the sun and I've got a hoodie on. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday.